Hi, this is Catherine. And sometimes when you have a crappy week, you might be inclined to go in with a flamethrower and blow up every relationship in your life. And today we're going to talk about how you can avoid doing that because you might regret it later. Hi, this is Catherine Morgan from Point A to Point B Transitions. And today I want to talk to you about being too long in lockdown, too isolated, and having too much stuff come up. Earlier in this series, I talked about that stuff coming up because I knew that when people stopped running around with their hair on fire and when they were falling back and thinking about things and pondering their future and wondering, what this uncertainty was going to bring, stuff was going to come up. And generally not great stuff. When stuff comes up, it's not the things that you completely crushed. It's the really shamey, icky, terrible, sticky stuff. Every nasty thing that you ever did, any inadvertent slight that cost you a relationship, any relationship that you wished had turned into a long-term relationship and then blew up, will come up, and you'll start blaming yourself instead of understanding that there are two people in a relationship and maybe it wasn't the right time for the other person or whatever it is. Basically, given where we are and what we're all struggling with and the global fears and the coronavirus, stuff is gonna come up. And I was in a personal, emotional sewage backup last week. Terrible. And then I had some moments of kind of bliss and clarity and confidence that things were gonna work out however they were supposed to. And then I'd fall back into the soup again. And in the middle of this, someone in my family who I'm feeling extremely challenged with right now, as soon as I got to the other side of the emotional soup, would poke their head up and want to talk about something I couldn't care less about. And they would try multiple ways to reach me: text, email, phone calls. I do not want to talk to that person because my filter, the filter for this and stuff that comes out of it, not working. It's not working at all. And if we had had a conversation, I would have blown up that relationship and said something so devastating that we maybe wouldn't talk again in this lifetime. So I did the smart thing. I didn't write an email and accidentally hit send. I didn't engage with them. I responded as minimally as I could so that they would just go away. But what I know I need to do is set some boundaries and actually tell them that I am really struggling with our relationship. And right now I cannot have a relationship with them and I don't want to blow it up. I just want some space, and they have two choices. They can respect my boundaries or we cannot talk for a really long time. And honestly, I'm good with either way it goes because I don't care at this point. I just need my space. And I'm pretty sure that you are having some challenge with someone could be someone you're living with and we've been way too close. And anybody who's seen any psychological studies of rats, when they put them too close and they don't have time to play or things to play with, they start each other. And it's not pretty. And I'm sure some of you have that situation at home or with others or with yourself. And what I'm going to tell you is look back at some of these previous videos, the stuff coming up video, the meditation video, and what it is not. And I'm trying to talk about these situations so that we don't blow up some of the good things in our life as we're just crazed and confused. And in the middle of last week's emotional sewage backup, there was a planned power outage for 4 hours. And I'm just like, okay, and what else? Just when lockdown couldn't get more fun, I'm not going to have any power or air conditioning. So I'm with you. If there's someone who's challenging in your life, know that everybody else is experiencing that too. There's no way that they can't. Every relationship, including the relationship with yourself, is being stretched to the breaking point. Be kind, pull up, look at it objectively. Don't engage if you know you're going to go for blood. It's not worth it. You don't want to be playing cleanup for the next weeks, months, years. Not worth it. Breathe, go take a walk, take a nap, do whatever you have to do to pull up from the situation, and try and have that 2-second delay, which is actually the real benefit of meditation or a mindfulness practice that I forgot to talk about in the video. It's basically like the curse button on the radio. Radio runs on a delay so that if somebody accidentally drops an F-bomb, they can hit a button and the curse is deleted and doesn't go out in the ethers to the rest of the public. You can give yourself one of those, and that has been the real benefit of meditation for me, is right as I'm about to say that truly devastating, horrible, horrible thing, and I know right where to aim it because I work with people, shamey stuff on the light side to help them in career transition, but I know exactly where to put that dart where it will be devastating, and I don't want to do it. I want to use my powers for good, not for evil. I hope this has been helpful. This has been Catherine Morgan from Point A to Point B Transitions, and this has been Just Between Us.